Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman & Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're going to continue our video series designed to educate and inform the public. So please subscribe to our channel. A lot of time we'll have allegations in a new divorce case designed to do one of two things. Either to genuinely protect someone who's actually fearful, or designed to jockey for position. Designed not because of fear, but allegations that come up because they're trying to gain an advantage. I'll give an example. It comes up a lot where one person says, I can't share the marital home with someone during divorce because I'm fearful. I'm fear for my safety. I fear for the safety of my children. He or she's been violent. We haven't called the police on it yet, but he's done this or she's done that. The question is whether or not you have a situation where somebody's telling the truth or somebody's lying about somebody else just to gain position. There's no question that if the court makes a finding of fact that one of the spouses is a danger, is assaultive, is harassing, is doing something to the children or to the other spouse, the court can say, look, we're going to enter an order. It's an order of exclusivity. We're going to let this person exclusively stay in the marital home, and you got to be out. And the court can do that. But the question is, should the court do that based on allegations? Well, the answer is probably not. They should only do it based on findings of fact. Because in divorces, many times, let's face it, people bend the truth a little bit. They tell a story because they've heard that this will get them better position. I mean, think of the ramifications. If you're with the kids and all of a sudden your spouse gets kicked out of the marital home for the next 8 months during the divorce while we're working things out, now all of a sudden you have not only the home, you have a use of it, you have the kids pretty much exclusively as a custodial. So now when the court's going to figure out should the kids stay, if the court does nothing and just leaves the inertia of the case going, they're going to end up with the person in the house. The one who got kicked out is going to be out of luck. My point is that the implications are far-reaching when we talk about removing someone from the marital home. So if you've got a situation where your ex is lying about you, creating a story that they don't feel safe in the house and therefore you've got to leave, you've got to have your attorney request an evidentiary hearing. Let them prove these things. I think in most cases, there can be exceptions, but I think in most cases where we have somebody making up a story, they're not going to be able to prove this. They're not going to be able to say that they're fearful of you being alone with the kids when just before the divorce, they were away for a couple of days and left you alone with the kids. They're not going to be able to say that. If during the marriage you were routinely alone with the kids, they're not going to be able to say that. If they were routinely alone with you, they're not going to be able to say that they are fearful. And if the court conducts a hearing and can't show by the greater weight of the evidence that there is a basis for removing someone, the court's going to say, hey, we're not removing anybody. You feel fearful, you leave. If you're genuinely fearful and the court has not made findings that there's something to be fearful about, you think I'm wrong? You pick up and leave. You go arrange to go with your family. You do that. But as far as making the other guy move, the court's not going to do that unless there's some evidence that is compelling that shows that there's a reason to be fearful. The court is well aware that people just say these things in order to jockey for position. So the court is wise to that kind of behavior. Now, if you've got that going on in your situation, of course, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.